Hey y'all, it's Heather, and today we're going to be talking about the Witch's Familiar. This is a palette in collaboration with Fantasy Cosmetica and my friend BattyBean. I'm so excited for BattyBean. This palette is going to be launching on October 1st at 9 a.m. PST. I will put that information down below in the description box, and I will also put a link that will take you straight to the Fantasy Cosmetica website. I will also tag BattyBean down below in the description box because I am so excited for her. Definitely go over to her channel, watch her video, show her some love and support because she is such an awesome person, and I am so happy for her collabing with Fantasy Cosmetica. Fantasy Cosmetica is a favorite brand for me. They make some really beautiful products. I have lots of videos reviewing Fantasy Cosmetica. I love their palettes. I love their eyeshadow quality, but I always like to let you know if a palette or a collection or anything is a collaboration with someone that I have a personal relationship with, and I absolutely love BattyBean. I'm excited for her. I'm so happy. We are going to create an eye look. I have been playing with this palette, having so much fun with it, but I thought we would also do some live swatches of the palette. I could just show you on my hand because these shades are so beautiful, and then we'll get into the look. Before we swatch these together, I wanted to show you that if you take a magnet and you want to rearrange this palette, I'm like, wait a minute, there it goes. These pans are magnetic. So if you want to rearrange these, mix these with other palettes, you can do that. So it opens like a book, and we'll swatch this first top row. This is the shade Potion. Look at that matte. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh, that is so intense. Let's swatch this beautiful shimmer right here. Oh, do you see that? Do you see that? Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. That is the shade called Moonlight. And then I will put Fille right there. That's beautiful. Like, that is a smooth navy shadow. Oh, so beautiful. Let's put the shade Hex right there. This beautiful, super sparkly, like duochrome. I don't know, like it's pink and then it's kind of purpley and then it's like a little gold. Really pretty sparkly shade. I'll put the shade Cauldron right there. Oh, that's so yummy. Now I do have an affiliated code with Fantasy Cosmetica, and it's Heather. If you're ever shopping their site, you can use that at checkout to get a discount, but collaboration products are excluded from discount codes. But if you ever want anything else in the site, you can use my code. And it's going to be available at I Feel Beautiful Canada and Monolith. For those of y'all outside of the US, maybe that's easier for you. Let's swatch the shade Oracle. I do have a code at Monolith, and I will put all of that in the description box too. But look at that. Look at that purple shade. That one's called Oracle. I love that shade. These are so beautiful. I'm gonna swatch this shade Herbs right there. I kind of ran it into the pink swatch, but that is a beautiful purple with like pink and blue sparkle to it. Super gorgeous. I'm gonna put the shade Coven right there. That is a deep, like royal purple. That's so pretty. Like, that's so pretty. I know y'all saw like the nice swatches on my arm, but I just wanted to dip my fingers in this. And then we'll do Alter. This one is definitely like multi-shift shadow, multi-chrome, because it kind of looks purpley gold, gray, blue, green, something. I don't know. It's this shade right here that kind of looks marbled in the pan, but we do have 3 more shades to swatch. I'll swatch the shade Tarot right here. That red. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Let's do the shade Spells. I love it. I love it. And then we'll do the shade Chant. I love that. I'm so excited for BattyBean. I am so excited for her. If this was not a collab palette and Fantasy Cosmetica came out with this, I think this is a beautiful color story, but I'm extra excited because it's BattyBean's color story. But now that I have told you kind of some information about the palette, we've done the live swatches, I'm going to zoom you in nice and close. I'm going to grab an eyeshadow primer, and we are going to do an eye look together. I want to play with this kind of mid-tone to light purple. This is called Cauldron. This palette does have a nice mirror in here. I'm not sure if I pointed that out earlier, but I really enjoy when palettes have mirrors. It's not a must for me, but it is nice. I am pressing that all into my socket. I'm starting by pressing, and I'm using this big fluffy brush. This is a brush from Fantasy Cosmetica, and I really was impressed with the quality of Fantasy Cosmetica brushes. I think they're so nice. I know I talked about that when I first reviewed their brush set, but if you haven't seen that, I just want to let you know they're really, really nice, and this is a shape that I use quite often actually. So I'm just taking that shadow up and out a bit. Isn't that so pretty? I am into it. I'm into it. I'm into it. Next, I want to go in with this shade Chant, but I'm going to put down a base first because I'm going to use it like an eyeliner. I'm going to pick up a reddish, burgundy-ish liner, and I'm going to put this on an angled brush. I'm going to put this right underneath my lower lash line. I'm going to bring it in and out. This liner does best when it's set with the powder, so I really like using these as liner and then using like a shadow from a palette, and it just makes everything so much more intense because that shade will have this beautiful base underneath. I'm going to wing it out and then connect it to my upper lash line. Yes, you know what I mean. Like this. I'm just kind of sketching right now, and then we will clean it up with our shadow. Once I have it on, I'll go on top and I'll press on and kind of clean up and sharpen with my shadow. Chant is such a pretty color. Oh, I love the way these two shades are looking together. I actually want to go in with just a little bit of the shade Spells, the red metallic. And I'm going to take this and kind of just put this under the front part, the inner corner part of my lower lash line, and about halfway through, I'll just kind of flick. Right? Am I saying that right? Why am I saying the front of my eye? What would the front of my eye be? I don't know. I'm going to put a little bit of burgundy liner in the waterline. I bought my Shrek ColourPop, the like red mascara and liner duo. So I thought this would be perfect because this is like a multi-chrome, right? Fire Breath. I have not used this yet, but I have used the formula from ColourPop for a long time. So just want to do that. If you are scared that red shadow or pink shadows are going to make you look sick or something, the key is to really take it there. Let it be red shadow, and maybe poke yourself in the eye with your liner like me. That's okay. And doing a color in the waterline is like essential for red because you want it to be intentionally red. It doesn't have to be a red liner. It could be black or something, but you just want it to be very intentional. So don't let red shadow scare you, okay? It will look fabulous on you, I'm sure. Let's use some of this Oracle shade. Let's keep it purpley up top. I'm putting this shade on with another brush from Fantasy Cosmetica, and I'm just gonna put that all over my lid like that, kind of up into my socket, but not above. And pressing it on. With this shade, you can definitely use it how I am, like kind of with a brush and kind of pressing and fluffing. You could put down like a shimmer or a glitter primer, some type of little adhesive like that, and really pack the shadow on, and you could get it to be even more intense. You could also put this on top of another shadow. It's not like a topper formula, but it does have just a lot of sparkle, and it is kind of this lighter color. So if you were to like layer this over the deep dark purple matte in the palette, that would give it a whole different vibe and would be really, really beautiful too. You probably already guessed what we're gonna do for the inner corner, and that is this beautiful shade called Moonlight. I'm picking this up on another Fantasy Cosmetica brush, and I think this shade is gonna be so pretty next to the purple. They're gonna kind of go together and flow together, but it is gonna contrast with what we have going on with the red, and I think it's gonna be so cool. I think this shade all over the lid with the red liner, like nothing else, oh my gosh, it would be so cool and fun and like, oh, just interesting. Like that would be really fun to do. But I really like how we added in the purple. I think that's looking cool. And I think that is such a fun inner corner pop. We're gonna ignore that I poked myself in the eye, right? Y'all are ignoring that with me, okay? We're ignoring it together. Oh, I just wanna like fluff and fluff and fluff this shade on. I just wanna keep on fluffing it on. It's so pretty. Okay, but I need to wrap it up. This will be our look. I'm gonna throw on liner and mascara and we'll talk more about this palette. All right, y'all, here is my finished look. I am so into it. I just did mascara. I think this would be beautiful with the false lash too. I love this collab. I love BattyBean. I am so excited for her to be partnering with Fantasy Cosmetica, an amazing brand. Really, like, Fantasy Cosmetica is a brand that I tried years ago. Really enjoyed them, but they have gotten better and better and better, and I just think they are making amazing products right now. So I'm super excited for my friend to collab with an amazing brand. I love the artwork on this palette. I love that we have this like kitty cat over the cauldron with the full moon, and like everything about this is so cool and so BattyBean. And it does have the Fantasy Cosmetica x BattyBean on the back. I love that, and it's just such a pretty color story. It really is. We've got a nice beautiful mirror. Every shade in here is so pretty, and I'm just so excited. Aside from it being collab, I'm excited for the Halloween fall makeup. It's still warm here. It's cooling down a little bit, but it's still pretty hot. You know, I can wear shorts, but I'm ready for all the fall vibes makeup. I'm so here for it. I know we are having so many indie launches this week. I cannot wait. The makeup lover in me is just so excited for it all. If you are picking up this collection, let me know. If you are not shopping this collection, remember that you can go over to BattyBean's YouTube channel. You can go over to Fantasy Cosmetic and BattyBean on Instagram. Show them some love, because leaving comments, leaving a view, leaving a like all of that is so supportive, and I know it would mean so much to BattyBean. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new here, I'm going to pop up some videos for you. If you're not new here, maybe you missed some of these videos. I am excited. Let's talk all things The Witch's Familiar down below in the comments.